Night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs
Don't
bite.
let the bed bugs bite. You say it and you don't even realize what you're saying.
You're
That's actually terrible.
Yeah,
like,
it could actually happen. I didn't even know what bed bugs were, but now everybody knows what bed bugs are because they are spreading across the valley at an alarming pace. How concerned are you about getting infested by bed bugs? Let's see what you guys are saying across social media.
You know, anything at this point is better than that venomous snake in my bed. So
and the lizard that charged you.
And the lizard that charged me. People, though, are definitely creeped out by these pesky critters. There's Teresa rather says she's freaking out. Never have had them, but seeing commercials on them just makes her freak. She goes nuts if she gets a cockroach here and there. So imagine a bed bug, right? Or an infestation of bed bugs. Shannon mentioned this town is so transient and too many people are buying third-party furniture. They just keep breeding. So that could be part of the issue, right? Julie added, ew, ew, ew. Nightmare is putting it mildly. I hope that's how she said it, because that's how I pictured it. Francine told us it took 1 month and Terminex $1,500 to rid her place from bed bugs. Incredible, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, keep chatting with us, guys. Share your thoughts about bed bugs on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. But lucky for all of us, right now, Dow is standing by with an expert on bed bugs and pest control. Dow, take it away.
Thank you so much, Megan. This topic has many people concerned, but even though we've heard of it, we don't necessarily know a lot about bed bug infestations or how to get rid of them. Here to answer our questions, extermination expert George Bata of Las Vegas Pest Control. Welcome. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Now, why do you think bed bugs have become such a problem here in Vegas?
Well, not only Vegas, but the whole United States. They basically got back into the United States in the late 1990s, and due to international travel and immigrants coming in, we're naturally importing all the bed bugs into the valley.
So these bed bugs are hiding in our luggage and other places, cracks and crevices that we can't see?
Most definitely, yeah. About the thickness of a credit card is where they like to hide.
All right, so if we have bed bugs, do we know typically we have them?
Well, number one, when we do an inspection, we want to find the source. We want to find actual bed bugs on the property, because what could happen is you could be traveling and you could get bit someplace else and you come back, and sometimes the symptoms don't show up for about a week. So not necessarily you have them in your house, but if you did some traveling, that's when you might have got infested.
How long do these critters live?
Up to about 1 year is basically the average lifespan of the bed bug.
Now, a lot of people hear about these bed bug infestations at apartments, and they like to blame the landlord, and they want the landlord to remediate the problem. But the issue is the landlord doesn't know where the problem came from, and if the problem came from the actual person who's renting the unit. So there's a lot of blame going on.
There's a lot of blame going on. Multifamily housing is extremely difficult due to the fact you have the common walls, you have the common plumbing lines, the conduit lines from apartment to apartment. Your neighbor could have them, and unfortunately they could spread throughout the entire unit. The problem there is basically if we eradicate one apartment, what we would like to do, which unfortunately management won't let us do, is inspect the units on either side, above and below. That's what they basically do in hotel rooms. They find one in a hotel room, they'll just keep going until they don't find any more. They'll quarantine those areas, they'll treat them, and they'll take care of them. But for an individual to pay hundreds to thousands of dollars to eradicate in an apartment, and your neighbors have them, they're going to come back.
Let's talk about some tips people can do at home. Do we get a little cover for our bed? Do we wash the sheets every single week?
Okay.
Once a month? Can we get a can of Lysol and just spray it down?
Well, Lysol I wouldn't use, but number one, you could get the bed bug encasements. You got to make sure that they are bed bug proof. They have the proper zippers. You need them for your box springs, and you need them for your mattress. That's definitely going to be okay. As far as clutter, the less clutter you have, especially in the bedrooms, the better off you're going to be. Don't store anything underneath your beds. That's where we're finding most of the bed bugs, is basically in the actual box springs themselves. The vacuum cleaner is number one. I mean, especially that crack and crevice tool along the edges of the baseboard where the carpeting meets, or where the actual tile and baseboards meet. Definitely doing your bed, your box spring and your mattress, vacuuming it very, very well. Unfortunately, the eggs of the bed bug are 2 to 3 eggs per day, and she uses like a cement type topping Makes it extremely difficult even to vacuum. You need a good stiff brush to brush down your mattresses and box springs and then vacuum.
Well, George, some great tips for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
If you have a question for George, give him a call or contact him at the website on your screen. Ricky, over to you.